turned my head slowly, and there he was again, tall, faceless, and watching me. My legs were trembling, but I couldn't stop looking at him. He didn't move. He just watched. I was born in Balhik, Bulgaria. We lived in a house deep in the forest, inherited from my grandfather and grandmother. I was a fearless child. I'd go outside at 8 o'clock in the morning and play until 9 o'clock at night with neighborhood kids. Our favorite game was hide and seek, especially at night. I loved the dark. I'd hide deep in the woods and wait to be found, thinking what kind of child hides in the forest at night. Maybe I was just that brave, or so I thought. That night, something felt different. I had a strange feeling I couldn't explain. We started playing hide and seek again. I went deep into the woods, leaned against a tree root, and waited. Then I heard a whisper. "Turn around." I didn't feel scared. Not yet. I thought someone was joking. I called out, "I see you. Come out." But I didn't see anyone. Then I noticed something strange. I couldn't hear any of the kids. I decided to leave the forest, but I couldn't. The path kept going. I walked, then ran, but I couldn't get out. I sat down and cried. Then, once again, "Turn around." This time, it was right in my ear. I turned my head, and he was there. Tall, black, faceless, watching me. My heart was pounding. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't. My lips were heavy. My legs shook. I turned to run. He was in front of me again. I eventually found myself back in front of our house. I rushed in. My family was asleep. I tried waking them up, but I couldn't speak. My mother screamed when she saw me. My lip was torn open. They rushed me to the hospital. The doctors stitched my lip. I still couldn't speak. Later, they took me to a spiritual healer who gave me a talisman and said, "This boy has seen evil, keep him close." 3 months later, I could speak again, but I wasn't the same. One day, the phone rang. A woman said, "I'm your Aunt Miriam." She claimed she was at the bus station and coming to visit. She arrived an hour later looking exactly like in my mom's old photos. But when I later told my mom, she froze. "Your aunt died when you were a baby." That same day, an old shepherd came to our door, asking for water and medicine. I helped him. Later, in a photo album, I saw his face. "Mom, who is this man?" "That's your grandfather. He died years ago. You never met him." But I had. I'm 21 now. Even writing this story brings tears to my eyes. I understand now. I'm not a brave child anymore. I told you, you won't leave. Emily Carter, a 29-year-old photographer from London, wanted to get away from the city and work somewhere quiet. On a friend's recommendation, she rented an abandoned lake house in British Columbia, Canada, 3 hours from the nearest town. The electricity was powered by a generator. There was no cell phone signal, and a supply boat came only once a week. It was exactly the silence she had dreamed of. But from the very first night, something felt wrong. The first morning, while shooting by the lake, Emily found an old notebook half buried in the dirt behind the house. The pages were water damaged, but some lines were still readable. The sounds, they come from inside the walls. They are watching me. At night, it comes out of the mirror. This is no nightmare. The lake is frozen, but footsteps still come up to the porch. Emily thought the writings belonged to some old imagination. But that night, instead of her own reflection in the mirror, she saw another face pale, with eyes full of water as if drowning. Emily woke up around 3 a.m. There were strange noises coming from the attic. She grabbed a flashlight and went up. noticing a small child's shoe among the old belongings. Right next to it, there were fresh, damp footprints. Had a child lived here? Without internet, Emily couldn't research. But throughout that night, she heard rhythmic barefoot steps echoing inside the house, stopping and starting closer each time. On the fourth day, while filming a bird on the lake, Emily noticed a reflection on the water. A child was standing in the lake, but the water only reached his knees. No one could stand at such a depth. She swam to see the lakebed, but visibility was near zero. Suddenly, her feet hit something hard buried in the mud, a child-sized doll, its mouth sewn shut. As she tried to pull it out, a whisper sounded by her ear. "I'm here. Why did you come?" Emily screamed and swam to shore, leaving the doll behind. But that night, the child's eyes appeared again in the mirror. Emily turned on all the lights in the house, but couldn't sleep. She decided to leave at the first morning boat. At 3 a.m., the generator stopped. Silence fell. Except for the moonlight, there was nothing else. Then the armchair in the living room creaked. The sound was so close, her heart nearly stopped. Flashlight in hand, she looked towards the chair. There sat the child from the lake shore, but he was no longer a child. His face was twisted. Empty eye sockets stared at her. Water dripped from him. Emily backed away, but the door slammed shut. She looked at the mirror on the wall. Her reflection was gone. Only his remained. The boatman found Emily unconscious at the door the next morning. She left the house, but took the notebook with her. A month later, Emily started living in a mirrorless house in England. But sometimes, from the shadows, one still whispers, "Come back."